About the color spectrum. The color spectrum. Why am I talking about the color spectrum? And what does color have to do with the perception of what we see, what we are conscious of, and things of that nature? Well, in the system of the brain, scientists and the anatomists want to tell you this, is that the frontal lobe is not in its full capacity or at its full capacity as it once were 300 years ago. Now, 300 years ago, there were other colors in the spectrum that the frontal lobe can tap into by way of you just acknowledging the sound of the color that is placed before you. When I say the sound of the color, you have to understand every color has a sound. It has its own sound. And they go on megahertz. So this is why we say that green foods are better, because the sound of green foods inside of your biochemical structure places you on a higher or a healthier megahertz when it comes to you being able to ward off or fight off certain demons that we call viruses and diseases. You have to understand that viruses and diseases is nothing but your body placed on a low frequency. And this is what we call demons in religion, angels and demons. So in the foods that we eat, right, there are colors. And in these colors are the spirits of the angels and the spirits of the demons. Now, this is a whole nother dimension where I'm going into, because the ingredients and the color of the ingredients determine how we act. So through genetically modifying the foods that we eat, the colors in the food, which is the ingredients or the spirits, right, are on a low frequency. So therefore, we are becoming more aggressive. We are becoming more aggressive. And because of that, this has changed or devolved certain systems in our DNA or in our genetics, such as, like I said before, the frontal lobe had a better capacity 300 years ago. You can see people 2 blocks away through the frontal lobe being able to be conscious of certain things in this view by way of sound. So you can see a person by hearing them 2 blocks away through the sound, which is the color. But due to the way that the binary sun systems are now activated, or now how they are pushing the stars into the system, we are not able to become acclimated with those certain structures of vibrations. We are not able to digest. The brain is not able to digest, shall I say. Because again, we are the mind, not the brain, but the brain is giving us our perception. So therefore, we do have to adhere to certain laws of the physical realm when it comes to those vibrations in the matrix that is being fed to the brain, which is giving a perception to the mind, which is us. So anytime that, we think that ingredients and foods is just something that's of a low chemical vibration. It is not. It is of a higher chemical vibration. It causes us to become something other than ourselves. We are under hypnosis. We are under a spell by way of the ingredients that they put in our foods. Food doesn't only determine your physical health. It determines your logic, how you handle things, how you see things. It interferes with your emotional frequencies. So when your emotional frequencies is played on, it can be controlled easily by things outside of yourself that has nothing to do with you. So therefore, emotions today is being played on by certain things in the environment, because the people who control the satellites in our environments know how to play on the spiritual structures of the physical anatomy. Remember, you have 7 bodies. This is your last body, which is the physical body, which is the lower spiritual body of all realms. So therefore, being that you are on the lowest realm of the spiritual consciousness, you are only seeing a few colors. Meaning you are only adhering to the lowest form of consciousness, which is physicality, physical objects. But these physical objects that you see is connected to something higher than itself. Just like your physical body is connected to something higher than itself. This is why you are able to play around in the matrix and not be in the matrix at the same time when you master yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? So the ingredients that we have in our food, that we call proteins, that we call carbs, and etc. These are just energies, different energies. Angels and demons is in our food. And when we ingest this stuff, let's go into the Bible. When Jesus sent the demon out of the man and the demon ran into the pig, why not any other animal? Why did they choose to put the demon as a literature to be connected to the pig? Because the pig is the lowest thing on the earth. It's the lowest of the low. It is a dirty thing. It'll eat its own kids. It'll eat its own children. So therefore, when you digest this type of demon into your anatomy or your biochemical structure, you become like this thing that you have put inside of your body. Literally speaking, you are what you eat. You are the people you keep around you. Do you get what I'm saying? So with that much said, Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor, I'm out.